Good morning, Store Nation. Just checking its bloody recording because this is the second time that I have recorded this podcast. And I don't want to do it again. Basically, set it all up, recorded it, did a fantastic job, if I don't mind saying so myself. That was an all right job. And then listened to it and I was like, oh no, the sound, crap, microphone's not turned on. I didn't actually turn the microphone on. I mean, what a stupid mistake to make. Okay, so last week, I'm going to start with the negatives this week because there's so many positives. Like every bloody week, there's always, I've hit my back this morning, so bear with me because there's always some positives. There's always positives. But then there's a massive, great, big, ruddy, underlining, huge negative that scaring the living shit out of me. And I'm going to start there. And by the way, we are going to the DSOC offices today to meet Ant. It's, well, I say I'm going. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have a really good, although my back is killing me. We're going out for a meal as well. Ant's been trying to get me, he's been trying to get me to have a look at what they do and the systems and stuff. I tell you what, that guy, unbelievable, never ever stops networking and just it seems an all-round good guy on LinkedIn. And so, yeah, really looking forward to going out for a meal. It should be really gravy. I'm just going to pause it a second because my back is hurting. There I am. I've moved. I'm in a better position now. Oh, bloody! I put my boxers on. This morning, and my back went. Putting fucking boxers on. 41 years old. 41 years old and putting boxers on. Anyway, so yeah, and we've also got Ben coming down from Attic Self Storage as well. So it will be a great day. I mean, if my back continues, bloody hell, God knows what I'm going to do. Right. Okay. So amount of quotes last week. Don't forget that the amount of quotes we have is less because we're putting prices online now. And so the number one objection is price and location. And they've got the price, they've got the location. So therefore, you would expect lower quotes, but massively higher conversion rates. So number of quotes, 10. That's 1.43 quotes per day. Number of reservations are 10, which is 100%. You clever people, good maths. And we had 7 of us doing forward moving. So what percentage of that is it? 70%. Oh, we're on fire this morning for a Monday morning. Come on. Number of move-ins, 12. So what percent is that? Come on, a little bit more difficult, but I know you've got this. Yes, 120% conversions for move-ins. Yes, it's correctly on the right lines. Yeah, so 12 move-ins, so we've got 120% conversion rate there. So whoopity-dippity-doo that. And that means that, I was going to start with a negative, wasn't I? Bollocks. We're not starting with negatives. We're not starting with negatives here. We're going to leave the negatives to last. always look at the positive. Forget the negatives. Negatives that exist. Right, so number of move-ins was 12 for 925 square foot. However, we had 4 people taking extra rooms, and that is for a total of 175 square foot extra. So that's the problem with manless facilities. We do not get as many people taking extra rooms as we do at a man site. I don't know why. I don't know the psychology. I presume that because they're there, that people feel like it's easier. So maybe we'll have to put signs up saying need extra space. Then, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, it's interesting and something that we need to combat if we are going to do manless facilities. So 1,100 square foot moved in total, which by anybody's standards, 1,100 square foot, well, not by anybody's because you're in central London, you want to take more than that. 1,100 square foot moved in is really, really good. I tell you what, by the way, Ant has just texted me. I'm just going to pause this for a second because I don't want to say you're cancelling. No, he wasn't cancelling. Phew. He's just telling me that I can go earlier and do some work there if I need to. Right. So, yeah, 1,100 square foot moved in. Really, really happy with that. November as well. Oh, no, December. Just done monthly figures for November. Yeah, so December figures. Really, really happy there with 1,100 square foot moved in. If we can continue that, averaging out 1,100 square foot moved in every single week in December, I will be over the moon. However, we had 1,260 square foot moved out. Ooh, so we was minus 160. So not great, but not terrible. Yeah, mind you, next week is going to be even worse. If we have this number next week, I will be incredibly grateful. I'll be over the moon. We'll get to that in a minute. Right, so Luton, the van was rented out 5 times last week, so the Luton continues to be very, very popular. So number of quotes, where our quotes came from. Google was 6. We've had 1 quote from word of mouth. So that's 60% came from Google, 10% came from word of mouth. Passing by was 20%, that's 2. And Bevel 24 was 1, that's 10%. So as you know, 160 square foot deficit, negative last week. 16 internal rooms occupied. 16 internal rooms moved in, 16 moved out. So we're still at 359. 1 container moved out, no containers moved in, so that's 42. Car parking in, it's still 4 car parking. Store occupancy is 83.14%. Weekly average sales per moving is £19.39 for the average sales per moving. The total number of insurance sold this week is 58,000. That is for an average of £4,833. And that, my friends, is a little bit below where we want to be. We want to be over £6,000 now because we've increased all the minimums. And so therefore, when I say minimums, the minimum insurance per unit size, you've got to have minimum insurance per unit size, because otherwise you get somebody taking a 200 square foot room and having £1,000 worth of insurance, which doesn't fly with us, baby. And so, yeah, but last month, by the way, spoiler alert, was over £7,000 average insurance sold. This is a negative. 8 move-ins due next week for 475 square foot. Oh, man. And then we've got 17 move-outs for 1,705 square foot. Yes, you heard that right. Do you know what I said on the last podcast, but didn't get recorded? I said that I can't help it. For me, you shouldn't. I tell everybody, I tell you guys, you cannot be emotionally involved every single day, every single week. Ride the highs, ride the lows. You can't do it for your own mental health. You've got to look at it over monthly and quarterly. That's the only times when you should be making any decisions over anything, is monthly and quarterly. You need to step back and so you can see the bigger picture. However, I just can't do that. When I saw that come in last night, 1,705 square foot moved out, I thought, holy fucking shit, where's the vodka? I don't even like vodka. And I didn't think that. But I did think, holy fucking shit. It just kills me. It kills me. Well, it don't kill me. That's a massive exaggeration. It makes me upset. And that's not an exaggeration. And maybe when I have more sites, maybe I won't be so emotionally involved with just one site. Because at the minute we've got 3 sites. By March next year, we'll have 5 sites. And so maybe I won't be as emotionally invested in the square footage in every single week and daily and all that lot. Maybe it won't impact me. But maybe it will, because maybe that's just I care so much. I've got another podcast called Motivated Entrepreneurs, and I was saying that I've just read a book called Losing Your Virginity by Richard Branson, and I was saying that he was saying that basically it's stressful, it's stress, and you've got to take risk in business, and that's 100% right. If you're not comfortable with risk, I don't think you should be a business owner. I don't think you can be a business owner. And yes, when I say it bothers me, I look at it and I ride the highs and lows. But I'm comfortable doing that because I love it. I absolutely love it. This for me is just enjoyment. It's really, really, I love doing these figures. I love going over them. I love riding highs and lows. I enjoy it. I mean, I don't enjoy seeing 1,705 square foot due to move out next week. Don't forget, all those might not move out, but loads of them might do. Even more might do as well. Yeah, it's enjoyable, but you got to understand that there is stress. Because as a business owner, and there is risk involved, you never, ever switch off. Even though I went away to Centre Parks last week, even though I did no work or very little work, like maybe 5 minutes of email here and there, I was always thinking I was looking at the reports coming in. You can't switch off. You cannot switch off as a business owner. And I'm not asking for any sympathy because I love it. I would have it no other way. I really enjoy it. But I don't think people who have 9-to-5 jobs can actually understand or grasp what it's like to be a business owner. I woke up in the middle of the night last night thinking about self-storage. And again, don't know if I feel sorry for me because I bloody love it. But I don't think people with a 9-to-5 job realize that the thought process goes in. Yes, I'm not working all the time. Of course I'm not. You can't be. But you're always thinking about it. You're always on. You're always thinking about the different figures. You're thinking about the square foot. You're thinking about the sales process. You're thinking about the website. You're thinking, oh, shit, the website. And you're thinking about so many different things. And it's belly's rumbling like hell. Yeah, I love it. Nobody take it away from me because I actually love it. But I also think that people think it's easy running the self-storage. And compared to a lot of different businesses, there's not a lot of moving parts. So yes, it is fairly comfortable, but you still don't stop thinking about it. So if it's a life for you where you're comfortable taking risks and you're comfortable actually non-stop thinking about it, even outside work, in hours, and waking up in the middle of the night thinking about self-storage, thinking about business, thinking about revenue, thinking about bloody cash flow, then if you're comfortable with all that, then the rewards are immense, the rewards are amazing, then fucking do it. But if you're not comfortable with being a business owner, because I just think being a business owner, I portray certainly that it's sexy, it's great, it's awesome, it's a great lifestyle. And it is, but it's only because I'm comfortable with the risk. Well, yeah, I am comfortable with risk. I've got over £1 million worth of debt and I'm going to borrow another £1 million. Well, actually, I'm going to borrow more if we're buying more self-storage facilities. And I'm comfortable with that. Why? Because I've got my numbers right. As long as there's not a catastrophic event economically, then we will be all right. But also, if you're not comfortable thinking about work outside hours, and if you're just thinking that I'll switch off after 9 to 5, then you won't. Because it becomes your life. It is your life. It is everything. And I love my family, I love my kids and stuff, but sometimes I'm there, but I'm not really there because I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about it. And I bloody love it though. I absolutely love it. So nobody feels sorry for me, or nobody feels sorry for business owners. But please understand, don't underestimate what it takes to be a business owner, because there is a lot that people can't see, a lot of inner workings. Sometimes when you're at parties and you are thinking about work. And sometimes when I'm at a party, I was at Sunday and somebody asked me about work and I loved it because I could talk about work. It's sad, I know, but somebody was genuinely interested about my work, and they're another successful guy, and asked me about self-storage, asked me about my work. And I was like, oh yeah, we're doing it, buying a self-storage in Wales. And it was awesome because I get to talk about work. Because I'm thinking it all the time, but it's nice to actually talk to someone about it as well. And somebody who's genuinely interested. They probably weren't interested. They probably just saying, oh, how's work, Dean? Oh, fucking hell, here he goes again. Jesus Christ, put a penny in him. What shut up? I'm never ever going to ask him again at pie how work is, because here he goes. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, right. Well, yeah, the square foot moved out. Jesus Christ, when I get on a rant. Oh my God, this was going to be a quick one as well. Right, let's have a look at the weekly revenue sheet. We took £27,028.12 in total, £5,367.06 at Clough Road, £3,486.39 at Beverley, £18,174.67 at Willerby, with £453 of bounce direct debits there. I'm going to pause it for a sec, so I need to get some more data for you. And we're back. We had 293 website visitors last month, and I believe we had 17 reservations. Yep, so 17 divided by 293 website visitors. Is that correct? 293? Yep, 293 means that we had a 5.8% conversion rate from top of a funnel. Set your clock by it, it's between 5 and 7% every single week. It's not been below 5. Please don't be below 5 again. So yeah, unbelievable conversions there. Really, really incredible stuff. I love it. It's fantastic. Over the moon. Over the moon with the conversion rates of anywhere above 5% is amazing. If your site is converting at over 5%, you are doing a fucking awesome job on your website. All right, my friends, that is it. I'm out of here. I've got loads to do. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on Wednesday when we do monthly figures. And then Friday, by the way, we've got a podcast I've already recorded about revenue management. It's a wonderful one. Even if I do say so for myself. Have a great day. Bye.